Hello and welcome back. This is part 8 in my stream series following my playthrough of Derail Valley Overhauled. If you're joining for the first time, welcome, or if you've been following along with us so far, welcome back. To catch up, there is a playlist on my channel that you can take a look at there. And if you like the content you see today, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you want to be notified for more. Now, with that out of the way, go ahead and fade over to the game here. And just to bring folks up to speed, last time we took a double-headed run up from the harbor to here in Machine Factory. And we did some shunting work once we got here. Now, this is one, and the other locomotive is down near the main line. You can see it in the distance there. And so today we'll be servicing them and looking at some more licenses and job opportunities here at Machine Factory. Hi there, Foxy. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Hey there, Ferris. Meowdy. Well, hello to you too. And Foxy, you're doing good. That's good to hear. And Ferris, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Ferris, you're doing all right, and I'm doing all right too. It's things have been a little bit stressful in the world recently, but yeah, doing all right though. Ah, that must have its independent brake on. Yes, it does. That would explain it. As I mentioned a moment ago, I'm just going to be taking these locomotives in for service, and then we're going to take a look at perhaps picking up a new license and taking some jobs. that's how you get to the military sightings. I see. Definitely won't be looking at taking any military jobs today, though. We took a look at what jobs are available here at Machine Factory for the military licenses during the last stream, and the only things available were required military 2 license, which would require $300,000 to purchase, which I do not have the funds for right now. But we'll find some other interesting things to do. I think one of those things is going to be to take one of these steam locomotives out for a spin. If I recall correctly, I should be able to run straight through the turntable here and get to the servicing track in the roundhouse. Okay. We will fill it up here. It's like I took a little bit of body damage too last time. We'll get it all patched up. Alright, and for the second locomotive, we will move ahead a little bit. And we'll power down so we can fill it up completely and go and take a look at licenses. There's just a tiny bit of damage on that locomotive. Alright, definitely better than the fee schedule at the career manager. So, with these locomotives serviced, let's go take a look at licenses. Alright, now there's a little bit extra fee just for the environmental impact, it looks like here. Yep, emissions. And should be the same for this one as well. Yep. Hey there, little squirrel buddy. We'll get this taken care of too. Alright, no fees. So we can go ahead and take a look at licenses. Lieutenant Andrew, hello and welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Just taking a look here at licenses, and I think the one that I'm going to want to take is Concurrent Jobs 2, which, if I'm not mistaken, will let me take any number of jobs that I want. Any number of jobs at the same time. To take a look at the jobs we have over here available, there's a nice string of jobs going down to the harbor, and it looks like their total weight is definitely within the limits of the steam locomotive. And since I already have that license, if I take this one, I can take all 4 jobs together and do a nice haul down to the harbor in town. Lieutenant Andrew, you're doing pretty good. That's good to hear. And me, I'm doing all right. Definitely having an okay day, and nice to be back here in the valley and having some fun. All right, so let me go and buy this license. It will ask me for my money. And I will be happy to give it. Alright. It's good to see, I'm good to see that it does not reset your copay when that happens. It only increases the maximum. Alright, so that means I can get all of these jobs together here. So I'm going to go ahead and pick them up and drop them in my inventory here, and go take a look at where those are out in the yard. Do a little bit of scouting. And I definitely need to get rid of some of these other papers here. We'll go ahead and recycle them in this bin. Alright, that definitely gets things a little more under control. I don't need to carry these licenses, so I'll go ahead and drop them off here. And we'll take a look at those jobs. So we've got, let's see, this is a freight haul number 71. And we've got 88. A logistical haul 14 and 35. 14, 35, 88, and I believe it was 71? Yes. Okay, so one of them should be this one. Alright, that's 88. Okay, check. Let's see, we're also looking for 3 tank cars, which I believe are going to be on the track in the other yard. Or, wait a minute. Which yard am I at here? This is the yard with the loader. Is that? Oh, they are adjacent. This is B and this is C. Right, so I think these 3 are down at the end here. Let's go ahead and verify that. 14, that's the one. What else have we got? We've got, looks like these ones over here. 35. Alright, those are headed down to Harbor in Town. And last but not least, looks like we've got some cars, which appear to be right behind the excavators here. Just took a hole 38. 71. There it is. Okay. Right. Well, with that sorted, let's go ahead and get these trains together. So we've got these cars here at the end, the excavators that are over there, the tank cars that are down at the end here. So it definitely seems like I'm going to want to... Unfortunately, I'm going to need to either work the yard from both ends or do some shuffling about here. Let's see what other tracks we have here. 2 inbound tracks, loading track. Granted, I can kind of use the game mechanics here to my benefit and stash cars wherever I want to, with the knowledge that they will reset once I leave and come back. So I don't have to worry about leaving them on a siding that I don't necessarily want them to be on. Okay. Well then. It looks like my best bet is probably to work the yard from this end, because this will be the direction I'm headed. Although working it with a steam locomotive is not going to be easy. I might actually want to take one of the shunters out and move the cars around with that. So I think I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll come back and we'll grab the steam locomotive. I have a certain affinity for the locomotive that I started the game with, so I'll go ahead and keep using that one. I believe the independent brake may be set in this one, and it is. Yep, it's in energy. That's exactly what I... Alright. We'll just get this spun around and get that other locomotive stored, which I can probably store it on the nearest track here. It'd be easier for me to line up. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna need to warm up the steam locomotive at some point. Although luckily I won't need I won't need full pressure to get over to the yards, so that'll be a little bit of an advantage there. Alright, so off we go. I believe that is lined up for the track I want here, and it is. So we'll hop back in here and go shunt some cars. So, did any of you catch the NASA and SpaceX launch today of the Dragon crew module? Ferris Crew Dragon, heck yeah. I know, right? I was watching it on the stream, and man, that thing looks straight out of like a science fiction movie. Lieutenant Andrew, you caught a few minutes of it. That's good to hear. It was, yeah, definitely an impressive launch. It's crazy to think that it's going to take them 19 hours, I think it is what they said, to make it up to the International Space Station. So local time here, they were launching at 12:22, which means they'll arrive by like 5:30 in the morning. It's definitely not a short flight. Alright, into the yard to shunt some cars. Went a little bit too hard on the brakes there. Alright, and just to verify, let's see, this should be one of these jobs. There it is, number 35. That's the one. I believe this may still be coupled over at this end. Yep. So we'll go ahead and actually leave that one open. We're going to want to let the brakes apply on that side. Alright. And I think next up I'm gonna actually want those tank cars. Which means I'm gonna want to stow these somewhere. I can actually, you know what, I can put the tank cars on the end if I push these. We can prepare this train on this track maybe. Maybe I actually wanted to build it in a forward direction then. Oh well. That's alright. Let's see, so I want that one to go that way. That one's good. Definitely kind of wanted these to be on the end, but that might not turn out to be what happens here. Give these a bit of a shove here. And away they go. Actually, I wonder if, trying to judge by the speed here, if this might have enough inertia to get out in front of these tank cars. Looks like we might not have that. Yeah, I don't think that that's gonna work. Alright, well, apply some brakes on those. Probably would have been better off to push those a little bit farther out, but either that or stop them a little sooner. But that is not what happened, so we'll work with what we got. Okay. Let's see. go get these moved. You know, in retrospect, I actually think I don't want to do this. Honestly think at this point it'd be better off for me to run around to the other side of the yard and build things from that end. My mistake, perhaps, for starting with the lightest loads first. Probably should have started building it with the freight hauls and worked my way up to the logistical ones. Okay. Well, just swing around here and get to the other side. So of course now I am regretting my decision of letting these cars roll quite as far as they did. Actually, I don't think I wanted to couple these together because I just want to give them a little push and let them roll away. Right. And they will apply their own brakes and come to a stop. Actually gonna give it a moment here to build up some brake pressure. Definitely times like these when it would be useful to have that co-op two-player mode where someone could guide you in down at the end. But it looks like we've reached the other cars at this point. That one was already open. So there we go. And I can go ahead and let these off here. And I'm going to go ahead and just actually may not have wanted to do that, so it looks like I'll have to push these just a touch. But let's hope there's still some pressure in the system there. And there may not be enough. That seems like a little bit more than I would expect. Yeah. I'll wait for the pressure to build up a moment here, and then we'll give them a nudge. Alright, we're looking pretty good on pressure. Ah! Well, perhaps we'll still have some. Nope, definitely made a mistake there. Lieutenant Andrew multiplayer would be cool for this game, especially for Steam Engine. Yeah, fireman and driver would be pretty great. It's definitely a lot to handle the steam locomotive as a single person. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, things are moving a little easier here. Definitely don't want to give it too much here. Alright, I'm gonna pop out here a moment because I want to set that track up. Don't want to risk striking those other cars. Although, to be fair, I don't really want to strike the target cars anyway. Lieutenant Andrew, yeah, and just to see more than just your engine on the rails, yeah. It'd be a lot to add, but it would be cool. Yeah, definitely, you know, keeping my expectations low on that one, but definitely will be cool if they can pull it off. Alright, just giving the train brake a moment to pressurize here. I think that should be good enough to get moving. And move these cars over to the train that we're staging here. Definitely a lot of setup on this one, but I think it's going to be a good payoff once we get underway. I wonder if I'm gonna have a little issue here because I've not set the brakes on these, so they're gonna keep rolling away from me. We'll see if that's enough in order to just get these buffered up here and coupled up. Alright, we should be there. And that we are. So, we will... Looks like we gotta take them back another... maybe 2 car lengths. But I should be able to see from the locomotive once we've crossed the point we need to. Alright, and now to just pick up those excavators and the steam locomotive. That's, yep. Too soon. That looks better. Alright, we'll move these into position. Once the brakes release. Actually, I suppose as we wait for that to happen, I can go ahead over here, get one of these locomotives. Whoa, started. Well, uh-huh. That is the interesting place to be. How do we get out of here? Uh-huh. Ah, there we go. Alright. In we hop. Come on. That's fine. Right, and later time. Oops. Definitely not had to use the lighter yet. Ah, it is now on trigger. I think you can also flick it. No, perhaps not. Maybe that only opens it. Yeah, that only opens and closes it. Well, there we go. Okay, controller. Just decided to fly off into space there. But nevertheless, we'll let this heat up here and we'll come back for it to get this train underway. Alright. Let us hook up some excavators. Alright. And we'll reverse it here. And this train should be ready to go very soon. Well, it appears we've stopped short here. Give it just a touch of throttle. And since I've got this one, I think I might as well use it once I get to the destination, so I'll just run it around to the back. Same way I got to the front. Alright, let's grab the steam locomotive and get underway. You can see it's definitely up and running here. It's got smoke coming out of the stack. Fire's a bit low, yet we're almost out of coal in the firebox here. we'll get that stoked up again here. Whoa! Okay. Alright, come on. Come on. And it looks like we'll need some more water as well. While that fills, we'll let that off. Set a reverser for forward, and let's not forget to change this position. That should be the track we want. Alright, easy does it. This is definitely going to be something to fit this on here properly. And that looks like it'll do it. That is quite the sight there. All right. Line up the cab with the middle bar. Ah, Lieutenant Andrew, that's a good tip. Alright, I believe I'm going to need to throw the switch down further. Let's see if I can reach it from here. Good. Alright, now I should be lined up. Just need to take my time here. Not plow into those rail cars. Not exactly sure which thing it's trying to warn me about here. Could be the water, could be the fire. But for now I think it's alright. We've got enough pressure that I'm not worried. I don't want to lose some of the speed as we get closer. Well, we're not really that close yet. And we'll just nicely coast on back here. Definitely is difficult to see using this locomotive. I want to just drop a little bit more off here. Whoop. And I have fallen off of the train, but that's alright. Alright, we'll get these coupled up. And then we will go accept the jobs and get out of here. Oop, I have missed my destination there. Here we are. Alright. Oh, that's alright. I'll pick them up off the floor. Right. Okay, and just to make sure that train brake is off, that is good. We should be all set to roll here. I'll just leave that open a little bit. Looks like I will need to let's see, we've got water filling up here. Come on. There we go. Alright, now starts the adventure. Lieutenant Andrew, now comes the fun part, actually hauling it, yep. You want to watch how much coal you put in. The more you put in, the faster you will boil water and start to run out. Good tip. I think I can also help prevent that by closing the damper there. And that should reduce the temperature a little bit and means we'll be going through water less quickly. We're definitely coming up on a downhill here. Let's take a peek up here and What is that speed coming up? Definitely hard to see. It's like 70. But I do believe this is a junction here. Alright, speed limit of 70 coming up, but we're going downhill. Definitely want to use the brakes here. I'd love to get a better view. This is definitely not the locomotive with the best visibility. Lieutenant Andrew, bell doesn't actually work, does it? Which bell is that? I think you might mean the whistle. Ferris, so does going through a switch when it's flipped the other way actually cause issues, or does it just change? Ferris, as far as I know, it changes automatically. I've heard some folks on other streams and other videos suggest that it may derail you if you're going too fast. But I don't have any experience of my own to substantiate that. We'll definitely want to watch the speed here. We're doing fine though. This is definitely a long train, and don't want to accidentally whip the back end around a corner by going too fast. Lieutenant Andrew, no, you saw, up above on the top, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no cord on this side to pull for the bell. That would be it'd be pretty cool though if they had that. I think I'm going to focus on just taking it nice and easy down this grade here. Although I could be going a lot faster. I want to make sure that I'm not going to have an issue once I reach the bottom. It'll probably come up before I know it. I am inexplicably on top of the locomotive here. That's alright, we'll take the opportunity to get a nice view of the surroundings. And now we're back inside. Alright, don't know what that was all about. Alright, we are coming up to this corner here, which we're going to need to take at around 30 kph. We'll go ahead and slow our speed down here a bit. Let's see if I can't just kind of scope ahead here and make sure the switch is set in the right direction. I believe it should be, because I think we came through here on the last stream. Yeah, that's the way we want to go. Alright. It sounds like we'll need to be perhaps adding some more steam in here. Sounds like we'll also need some more coal in soon, but we'll wait a moment on that. Just want to make sure this is... that may not have been off all the way. Perhaps it is, not sure. Alright. We're going plenty fast here, maybe even a little bit too fast. Yeah, there's a lot of train to snake through there. Wonder if I can get a nice view from up here somewhere. Maybe over here? Yeah, this is quite the long train. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll catch back up with our locomotive here. Definitely going to take this opportunity to stoke some coal. Using the upside down shovel method here. Hey there, Latter. Whoa. Welcome back to the stream. Glad you can make it. Let's see, we are underway here with the steam locomotive. And heading down to harbor with four concurrent jobs. Alexander, welcome. You're going through a switch backwards, doesn't cause issues, it just flips it automatically, unlike real life, of course. Yep, that's for sure. Take a peek at the water. Let's go ahead and top that off. Alright, and this corner is why I did not want to be going too fast. It is a tight one. Definitely can't see from that side. This is one of those trains where it is hard to see the back from the front to know when it's fully around that turn there. I think we're probably off of that turn, so we can take on a little more speed here. Perhaps not the smartest move to couple the excavators directly behind the locomotive, as they definitely tend to be vision blocking, but that's alright. Make do. Definitely burning through the water pretty quick here, so I wonder if I can cool the firebox down a bit by leaving it open and see if we can let the water last a little longer. Okay. Lieutenant Andrew, well, some switches are automatic IRL, just ones have signals that slow the modifier. Yep, I believe those automatic ones IRL are remotely controlled, though not quite the ones that would automatically switch when you run through them, the opposite direction of that which they're set. Oh, not good. Well then. like I'm not quite yet in range of that one. Looks like the rear cars are just rounding the bend there. Alright. We are set for the path to the harbor. So that is good. Looks like we'll be needing to climb here, in fact. Running pretty well on coal here. We'll stoke it on up. Huh. Now this may be a bit of a pickle. Give it more power. Open up the vent underneath the loco. Generate more steam. Yeah, Latvia, that is that's all the way open. But definitely looks like I'm just gonna have to see if we can't hold it here. Build up some more pressure to tackle this hill with. Which is gonna be pain. Time to open the blower valve, yep. Okay, let's see if we can pull this off here. Definitely progress. Don't forget to turn off the sand too. Which way is off on this? Actually, have we run out of sand? Some traction to build up speed. Use sand. Yeah, I may actually not have sand right now. Don't know what happened there. But sounds like we're running out of steam here again. Whoa. We'll build back up some pressure here. Looks like I need more coal. Ryan Rail, hello. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, folks, I don't know what happened to my sand here. Definitely is empty. I never remember. Don't think I ever turned it on, but I must have bumped it with something, I guess. Looks like we may need some more coal. think it's probably might be better to just open it up for that, but alright. Let's see if we can't get underway again here. We'll make it up this hill yet. Yeah, no, furry and trains, your favorite combination. Great. Well, welcome aboard. Alright, this is looking good. Seems like we may be through the worst though. Huh, that sign thinks that we're going 70. Alright. Game volume is a bit on the loud side. You wouldn't be the first one to say that. Yeah, I'll see if I can tweak it for the next stream. So, don't really want to get into that right now. Alright. But, yes, thank you for calling it to my attention, that's for sure. Might have some momentum here that we can let it race through this curve. can see further along on this side right now. Well, it definitely doesn't help with the speed signs in the VR goggles. They're kind of hard to make out until you're right upon them. There's no binoculars mode like there is in keyboard and mouse mode. Alright, good to know, man. Let's take a moment here to take a look at where these are headed. C1S. Got another one going to C1S. Those are the empties. So that's good that they're both going to the same place. They're both on the back of the train. This one's headed to G5I. And the auto racks are also headed to G5I. So just two sidings that we're headed to today. And that's a good thing. Alright, that's probably the fire, yep. I'm gonna wanna scoop that up here. Oh, come on. Oh goodness. Nope. Okay, am I just not even holding it anymore? Oh. Oh. Let's, wow, that was, something. Looks like a 6. That's alright. Lieutenant Andrew, yeah, we are going again. It only took two stalls there on the hill, so not so bad in the grand scheme of things. And right now, just letting it coast because we're coming up on the windy bit of this journey. Coming up on a junction here. Let's make sure that it's set where we want to go, and that it is. Definitely a serious wiggle there. Right, we'll be hitting some downhill here. Looks like another 50 zone, which we're doing alright on speed at the moment. We may just want to take a little. Looks like another 50 zone up ahead. Whoa. And we got a 40 zone tunnel too. Oh no no no. Oh no no no. I heard a bad sound. Oh, what has happened? Oh, and I've fallen off of my locomotive again. Alright, I heard a sound that I do not like to hear. It definitely sounded like a derailment sound. But looks like in this case it might be just in the middle of the train here somewhere, perhaps? Oh boy. Oh, this is interesting. This is not the first time that I've had a wagon fall off the tracks like this. And two of them, looks like, that have done it. Let's just make sure that that is all we're seeing here. Yep, just the two. All right. Let's see if we can get this put right back where it is, hopefully. It's gonna cost a couple bucks, so that's alright. Whew, okay. That's one back on. Let's go make sure they're coupled, which they are not. Alright, definitely could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse. And then we've got another one here. Alright. Alexander, the corner after that tunnel is a train wrecker. Yeah, it sure seems to be. Lieutenant Andrew, you might want to make sure the tankers aren't leaking. Yeah, I'll take a look at that in a moment just to verify, but it looks like they're doing all right. Looks like it was just these two auto racks here. So we'll get these hooked back up here. And I'll go ahead and just take a look. Looks like they have superb health. Alright. Everything back in order. We can get underway here in a moment. So we return to the cab. And it really looks like we'll need to restock some of the things here. Luckily the fire's still going. Oop, that is not closed. Come on. There we go. That's better. Right, but we do have steam, and we are headed somewhat downhill, so it looks like we can get started. I definitely question the placement of quite a wiggle like that on what would appear to be the main line. But, I know, bad doggo. Not as bad as some husky I know. Yeah, Latter, that was quite the crash you posted there on Twitter when you were hauling those rails. I gotta wonder how that happened. This is definitely the windy, twisty part of the route. Of course, would make it perfect for a photo op of this long train, but I'm also kind of terrified to exit the cab and let it get away from me. You know what, I'm gonna apply some train brake here, and well, let's get around this corner first and see what it looks like. We got a 40 zone up ahead. Let's bring this a bit slower. I think this might be one of the slower parts of the route. So I think I'm actually gonna go ahead and risk getting a screenshot there. I don't know if I got it, but we'll see how that turns out later. Yeah, definitely don't need the brake on anymore. I'm gonna be careful not to slingshot the rear end of the train off of the corner there, but see if we can't, speed back up closer to 40 kilometers an hour. Yeah, because that train is definitely not rounded that corner yet. And it sounds like we're probably running out of coal here. That might be all right for the moment, though. Definitely want to get the speed under control here. We'll be coming up on a 50 zone eventually. Shovel in just a little bit here. To slow down here again. Oh. That's, something sounds a little strange. I'm wondering if, perhaps the tender is actually derailed as well. We'll be able to see that soon here. Alright, now I think it's going to be my goal here to head to G5I, which I kind of know where it is already, but let's just, whew, that's a weird render glitch there. 5I from the west? Okay. Yeah, that's, let's go ahead and make sure we report that. I'm definitely hoping that the entire G5I track is empty and we can just pull straight on into it and then pluck the empty cars off of the back. Ah. Whee. There we go. So I get a little bit more forward of a view here. I'm not too worried about the train at the moment. Right, and rail, no dabs. Yeah, where's AV to shut off the lights on us? Alright, 5i looks pretty open to me. We'll just slide on in here. Hard to tell from this distance. Exactly how much of the train is on the siding yet, but I think we're pretty much there. All right. Let me go ahead and engage that fully. And let's just verify that we are on the track, which indeed we are. And before I start up the switching there, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these jobs in. I have no doubt that we've probably not gotten a time bonus here, but oh! Oops. Makes me actually want to be kind of quick about this next one. Wow, nice. Okay. So time bonus by a minute. Not bad, not bad. And Ryan Rail, just for you. Not sure if you could tell what that was, but alright, let's see, these are going to, I believe, C1S and C1S. Yeah, so we'll need to take them all the way back over to that side, as C is the liquids yard. I do believe I uncoupled these. Yes, I did. Definitely probably not going to get the time bonus on these ones, but that's alright. These were the lower paying ones anyhow. Lieutenant Andrew, you like how I kept the shutter on the end? It almost acts as a caboose when going down the tracks. Yeah, it really does. And definitely sets me up to be in a good position to shunt these cars once I roll into the station. Ryan Rail, you see what I did? Well, I'm glad that it came across as what it was. It's hard to do certain emotes when you don't have arms, that's for sure. Alright, let's get a little preview here of where we're headed. Let's see. C1S is on the left here. It actually looks like we've got a fair bit of space. So, if everything's aligned, which it looks like it is, I'm going to go ahead and set this up for some inertial shunting. Alright, looks like we're on the track. Oop. Yeah, plenty on the track there. Alright, let's go turn in those jobs. Don't know why I didn't do that first. Not that it matters at this point. Alright. C for... Oh, did I get the... Perhaps I got a penalty in there from something. Interesting. Oh, perhaps the derailment. Well, we'll take a look at that in a moment. I think we're gonna be calling it almost quits here, so let's see, is there anything else I want to do before we end the stream here? Probably not. I think I'll just go ahead and shut this down. Luckily there's no other trains coming through. There's no AI trains yet in the game, so no need to worry about leaving that out on the main line. We'll just check in on the steam engine here. I think we can put out the fire. Was there really that much fire to put out? Not really. Which way is on? Which way is off? It looks like it's out though. Alright. And we can... Let's see, which one is this? That's water dump. Steam dump. Okay, that's the one we want. Alright, so as we put the engine to bed here, thank you all for joining my stream tonight. And I hope you had a good time. And hope to see you again in the future on my next stream. Again, I don't know when that'll be at this point, but if you follow me on Twitter or if you are subscribed to me here on YouTube, I'm sure that you'll see, you'll hear about it and know when it's coming up. Although I think here on YouTube you'll need to ring that bell as well. So if you liked the stream today, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. I have no way to emote to you in the game, but yeah, thanks for joining and have a good night.